We are live, guys. How's it going? Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, guys, struggling. Yes, guys, everything is struggling. People are panicking. People are selling. People are running. People are getting away from crypto only 2 days after Bitcoin Nashville. Of course, you can see here today, guys, Bitcoin just back, well, it's actually back below 66,000. Ethereum here, $3,200. BNB, 572. Solana, the only project really doing well this week, with XRP here at 62 cents a day. Guys, we need to find out why these markets are selling. There's insane breaking news coming out of the internet, guys. It looks like not only do we have a huge update on, of course, the Trump shooter Thomas Matthew Crooks that we'll be talking about from the FBI, but there was also a major conflict started today where Israel did bomb Lebanon, or Beirut. So we are going to be diving into what this means for, of course, our markets, as well as get ready for the FOMC meeting tomorrow, because the FOMC meeting, chat, the FOMC meeting is perhaps the most important day this week. So we'll be covering on what that means for our markets here. But welcome in, everybody. Of course, we have KO Kev here, baby. Speaking of being late, yeah, I know, guys, I did my first political show. I'm going to be starting to do debates. Everybody's like, Josh is going too far politics. Guys, I do so much content. I'm doing an hour in the morning for crypto, an hour at night for crypto, and I'm still dropping TikToks. As long as they don't get banned. I dropped 2 last night. I think they got banned, though, because I included clips of Donald. One was Donald Trump. One was Cynthia Lummis. And unfortunately, I don't know, they just got taken down because of the music that was in the background. It said that it wasn't allowed on the platform. So I got to redo those ones tonight, but I'm still giving you guys all this content, as well as doing what I believe to be fighting for Bitcoin and freedom. Okay. I want the best possible legislation, the best possible regulation. So that way, not only myself, but you guys, our friends, our families, our communities can make a disgusting amount of money and be able to live that good old American dream. So Sprunger, welcome in. M. Veno, welcome in. George Martinez, Chronic, Alexandra, I am Jay. Everybody, welcome into these channels here today, guys. If you're on Twitter, make sure you hit that repost, like, and of course, comment on this video to help us in the algorithm. If you're on YouTube, smash that like button or hit that dislike button. Look, I know I got an ugly face. Just hit it across, just smash that button. Still pushes us into that beautiful algorithm here. We can see in the last 24 beautiful hours here, guys, we are looking at, of course, Kaspa now taking the lead here in the last, not only 24 hours, but the last 30 days. Perhaps the best project and best running project in 2024. I mean, Kaspa, holy smokes, $4.7 billion. Check this out. I was on the wrong screen there. $4.7 billion with a B up and to the right. Fully diluted valuation is at the same exact range. This is a proof of work network. You guys, you know we like Kaspa here. We've been mining Kaspa. Nick Demondi got me into Kaspa a very, very long time ago, and was a huge advocate for this proof of work network. I, however, have never purchased it. Okay. Yes, Discover Crypto is, in fact, mining it. And that's really it. I've never actually purchased off the chart. I got to switch that to the Arculus logo really quick right there. Boom. There we go. So shout out W's in the chat for anybody that, of course, holds the CAS number 25 now on the market. Other than that, you have XRP here in the last 24 hours being one of the biggest front runners. It's everybody that goes, oh, Josh, we know you don't like XRP. Well, guess what? I was with King XRP himself over the weekend, none other than John E. Deaton. So I do hope that, of course, XRP does wonders for you guys, but I don't believe it's going to go past $1.50. I'm sorry, guys. I do and am rooting for Ripple in that lawsuit. Of course, Johnny Deaton to take down Elizabeth Warren, and so should you. So let's get into the news today, guys. First and foremost, let's look at that fear and greed index. Look at that fear and greed index. Let's get a nice little reading on it. 48 fear, baby. Well, there we go. It lied to me. It lied to me. It lied to me. 67 in total. And I will double check that with, of course, the alternative fear and greed index out there. But markets are greedy. Somehow, I feel like markets are still, we're way too much in the greed to be seeing Bitcoin, fall back to, of course, $66,000. Now, that will update around 6 a.m., I believe, tomorrow morning. But I do believe we're more so in the 50 range here on the fear and greed index. So it's really important to see where markets are going to be heading. We had this huge liquidation grab here at $63,600, but we have broken through that on the daily now. You can see that RSI has flipped, and that could mean we're about to see some significant downside, baby. Wow, man, you did not hear yawn, okay? I got to get hit. I need someone to smack me. Smack you across the face here. Should I swap ADA for render? Should you swap your Cardano, okay? Should you swap your Cardano for none other than...
I chose Wix.
Well, I have to say this, guys. I have to say this. Cardano, I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of Charles Hoskinson. We've had the opportunity to interview him on our channel. It was one of the best interviews I think we've actually had here. Very, very bullish, at least on Charles Hoskinson and, the Cardano community. Now, what I have to say, though, is network activity is down. Development's up. But this is a $14.2 billion asset, guys. And the reality of the situation is this. Layer 2s and scaling solutions are being developed on top of Bitcoin. So when I look at Polkadot, when I look at Cardano, when I look at, HBAR or, any of these really Phantom, any Solana, any of these large infrastructure plays, I just have to be real with myself. And for some reason, and I hope this reason changes. I hope you guys realize that what I'm looking at in these markets is actually still bullish. It just, you guys don't like how conservative I am. And that is just simply that I think Cardano can do a 2 to 3x. I think it can do maybe a 4x if we get a blow off top for Bitcoin. If it goes absolutely parabolic, we see 120, 140, 150K Bitcoin this cycle. I believe Cardano could do wonders. But until then, guys, let's be real with each other. Altcoins have not performed in this cycle. We have not had an alt season, and I better see +1s in the chat for that. If you agree with me, type +1 in the chat, guys. We have not had a spectacular alt season. Why? We have not had an alt season because money is not as easy as it was in 2021. We're still going to have great rallies. You're going to still AI with parabolic, right? There's still going to be great narratives and great opportunity to capitalize off these markets, but I just don't believe we're going to have the same ICO bubble that we did in 2021. So for that reason, I think Cardano is a great, great project. But if I had to choose between Cardano and what was the project here, I think it was Render. I'm going to look back at this. Cardano and Render. Cardano is $14.2 billion. Render is 2.7, I believe. If we scroll down here, look at Render right here. Render is a $2.4 billion market cap token. Render is a project that I did not jump into at the top at all. In fact, I told you guys the exact top of this market. I sold the exact top of the AI rally in March 10th to March 17th. I told you guys, get out, get out, get out. At the end, I was like the NVIDIA conference. Type 1 in chat if you remember this. I told you guys for a month, get out March 10th through the 17th. We sold $100,000 worth of crypto. $100,000 on a video. You could see the transactions. We sold $100,000 worth of crypto, got out of the markets perfectly, and bought back in when Bitcoin went from $74,000 back down to 57K, because that's how we do it on the channel. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe so you stop missing out on all the alpha. Look at all that, baby. I see all the ones. So for Render here, guys, I've also been telling you guys something, okay? I've been telling you something for a very, very long time. When you click on market cap, I was showing you guys $2 billion. $2 billion is the next really significant resistance level. So if we can come down to that $2 billion, would probably put Render about $5. I think this could be a great opportunity to start DCAing into Render, of course, in these markets. My other favorite AI protocol is going to be, of course, Near Protocol, much higher, but I would be looking at these over Cardano in my own perspective. Again, not to shit on Cardano, not shitting on Cardano. I think it's a blue chip. I just think if you're looking, like, again, just understand my viewpoint is that could do a 2, 3, 4x, where Near or Render could do a 3, 4, 5x. All right, that is how I view these markets here. I'm down on all my alts except Ondo. Well, Tom Flynn, you're the GOAT, man. Ondo is, I think, pulling back today. Is it below $1? It is below $1. 94 cents here after that amazing, amazing run. Ondo, man, one of the best. I might have to buy more if it goes down to 70 cents. I don't know if that's possible. I honestly don't know if that's possible. Holy shit. Woo. My bad here, guys. I have not slept at all, guys. I literally went to Nashville, came back, and literally worked. I haven't taken a day off in like 14 days. Haven't taken a day off of work for you guys in 14 days here. Yeah, so Ondo, I mean, just following the markets. Still one of the best charts on the market, and of course, still one of the best RW plays out there in existence. So let's get to some news. First and foremost, shout out to Constellation Network, DAG, the Metagraph Hackathon, guys. There's actually quite a few community members that have applied for this. And I'm really excited to see you guys taking your first steps into Web3 here. But we've got a lineup to impress the expertise in government, AI, and big data. These are the judges. So for you guys that are participating in Constellation DAG's hackathon, there's now over 400 signups. 400. Okay. Check this out. Former CTO of H&M, Coca-Cola, and Procter and Gamble, you're going to be judged in front of. Kevin Jackson, Vice President of Digital Assets Forward Edge AI. You have David Beck, Branch Chief Space Industrial Base and Supply Chain Space Force. Yes, the Space Force is going to be watching you. These are some of the biggest judges I've seen on these, and I'm very excited to see, of course, Ben Jorgensen and everybody apply a lot of these hackathon developments to the network. It just means it's really bullish for DAG guys. If you guys didn't know, they were a private chain. They're now going completely public. And if even a fraction of these hackathon projects start generating revenue, it's going to bring a lot of transaction volume to their network. There is smaller layer 0 out there. They have zero gas fees. It's a really, really, really cool system on a directed acyclic graph. And as a smaller product, something you definitely want to watch out for this cycle. So shout out to Constellation. The link will be in the description. Of course, we're going to have a tutorial on how to use Stardust Wallet here very, very soon. Here's your breaking news from the FBI. Okay, it does look like that the FBI is now claiming that the Trump shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, had an unspecific social media account in 2019 and 2020 when he was 14, 15 years old that posted anti-immigrant and anti-Semitic content. This is not consistent with Gab's understanding of the shooter's motives based on the emergency disclosure request we received from the FBI last week. Epic Microwave, which based on the content of the EDR, the FBI appeared to think belonged to Thomas Crooks. This is huge development, guys, because the story is this. The account for which data was requested was unequivocally pro-Biden and in particular pro-Biden's immigration. To the best of Gab's knowledge, as of 2021, Crooks was pro-lockdown, pro-immigration, left-wing Joe Biden supporter. Now, the reason why I'm showing you guys this is for one reason and one reason only. It is going to be incredibly complex to figure out who actually, was behind this entire event of the Trump assassination. There was also breaking news today that the Trump team had we're not aware that there was a shooter on site, even though they had been monitoring him for multiple hours. They didn't even know there was a security threat. And so all I'm going to say is this, guys, as we approach elections, please do your own research, keep an open mind, and just make sure you don't fall for propaganda, because what we were told a week ago is being completely flipped 180 this week, and it will be completely flipped 180 again next week. And that is going to be super important as we approach the election cycles this year. Bitcoin analyst warns Bitcoin price liquidations will start below $64,000. Bitcoin price loses mount at 66,000, struggles to find a function as support, increasing the danger of Bitcoin long liquidations. Bitcoin price weakness builds on 5% downside. Commenting on the latest market moves, Popular Trader Skew noted that the downtick had cleared around 12,000 Bitcoin, 800 million of open interest. Bitcoin looks like a long deleveraging move is complete here. Yes, guys, the longs were wiped out. And I'm going to pull up liquidation charts. It's looking pretty bullish here in the near term. Longs have some 10x liquidations below $63.6 thousand, but the big spike is below 54K and show risks of $45,000. Popular Trader Jelly conversely reiterated that 72,000 was a key level to squeeze out the shorts. And I still expect that $72,000 to come in here very, very soon. LJ, I love you too. Appreciate for being here. Damn you, DC guys. Work hard. Ray, I don't sleep, man. What about ICP? Do you consider that a good AI coin? ICP is not an AI coin. You can't build AI on it, I believe. And that's coming from directly AI developers when I was down in Panama. However, they can use AI for what I forgot what it was like search engines and optimization and web development. And that's why ICP is partnered, I believe, with Cardano. Cardano is a great infrastructure play. It's why Singularity Ajax built on top of it. But I have to say something, guys. The ICP booth at Bitcoin Nashville was embarrassing. There was not a single person there and the TVs were turned off. So, yeah, I mean, you guys know this. I'm not the biggest fan of ICP. I haven't seen any good marketing moves in history. It's a decent tech, but I haven't been able to stand by it because I've seen firsthand their marketing team completely flop in 2022 or 2023 at Bitcoin Miami. There was a lot of misconception. Code and State is a large funder and VC in the network, and there was a lot of drama. I literally saw them get into a fight on a stage in Fort Lauderdale. There was a lot of, discrepancies between the team, between the founders, between the investors, and I was turned off from it. And so I wish the best for ICP. It is a $4 billion market cap token, though. And because of all the things I've seen firsthand, it's definitely swayed me from, participating in the ecosystem. That's all I'll have to say there. That's really, and again, I don't mean that in like trashing on your bags. I haven't seen that in other ecosystems like Polygon Matic or, even Solana. Solana's come back a far way from all of the issues it's had with, of course, Alameda Research and Sam Bankman-Fried, right? They've had so much development, so much interest, so much investment. Then of course you have Coinbase, Base's ecosystem, very, very bullish. There's a lot of other systems out there. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I wish the best for the IC community. I'm not trashing on it. I've just experienced firsthand a lot of things that have turned me off from the ecosystem. Nearly half of 141,000 Bitcoin, 9.4 billion owed to Mt. Gox creditors has been distributed. Most creditors appear to be holding, so the sell-off did not take place. Would you look at that? Would you look at that, Chad? I don't care for the team. Man, I need to hit the gym after this. Wake up a little bit. Israel attacked Lebanon. You think the market reacts? So yeah, if you guys didn't know this, let's go to Lebanon. Right, Beirut was attacked, was bombed. The current party is check this out, insane footage. Right here you go.
Hey, yalla البسي.
Isn't it insane? Hey, yalla. Around the world, there's probably 25 to 32 conflicts happening around the world. I guarantee you chat can only name maybe 4 of them, but they have increased heavily over the last 4 years. And it's not political, that's factual. There is more conflicts than ever that are stirring up, and it's not slowing down. And honestly, I really hope and see and urge that Israel does not force a new conflict and a new forever war. Because yes, someone said this. Someone in chat said, let me double check it right here. He said, how will it affect markets? Well, if they were to actually, prolong this and advance with this and move forward with this, of course, the United States has been pro-Israel. They've made it very, very, very clear that they're backing it, even just after the recent bombing that was on the soccer kids, which was just, I condemn 100%, guys. Wars means more money, and more money means more money printing. And that's going to inflate the dollar, which just simply means you need to buy Bitcoin. But it's not as simple as the dollar goes down and Bitcoin goes up instantly. Generally, when there's an announcement of these sorts and there's more, economic investments and more advancements from that military industrial complex, the printing of that money usually coincides with uncertainty in the market, and of course can have a negative impact overall. However, I don't think we're going to see advancements here. Here's another clip. Another clip right there. Let's see if there's any more on here. I don't want to be careful. I want to be careful here. Breaking: after Israel targeted a top Hezbollah terrorist leader, Lebanon continues to celebrate. Everyone is happy. The Arab world shares in this joy. Interesting. I want to be very careful because some of this is probably going to be propaganda here. Large explosion heard in Beirut, Lebanon. Israel just made it. It just sucks because Beirut just had 4 years ago that massive explosion, which has very interesting ties to it as well. If you guys remember that from a few years ago. From what I've looked at, every time we've head towards recessionary times, global conflicts increase and escalate. Yeah, because what's actually, Gary, good point. So Gary the Lizard pointed out, from what I've looked at, every time we've had towards recessionary times, global conflicts increase and escalate. Take this. I'm going to say a statement here that's very, very powerful. Comes from Will Clemente. And it doesn't come from him. I think he took it from probably from General or whatever it was. But when all else fails, you go to war, right? So when you're in a time of economic crisis, you go to war. Why? It increases employment. It increases money printing. It increases growth. It increases scientific discovery. It's actually very good for markets. Explanation. After the dot-com bubble in 2000, we had, of course, 9/11 take place. Now, a lot led up to that event in 9/11, and we can go into promise and a lot of things on the back end. But the reality of the situation is, after 9/11, we went to 7 years of economic prosperity. We saw, of course, a demonization of the Middle East, and George Bush lied to the American people that there was weapons of mass destruction, and pivoted the entire American state of our economy into pro-patriotism. Everybody became patriotic. Everybody wanted to apply. Everybody went to war. And we saw hundreds of thousands of Americans' lives lost over the course of the last 2 decades. And of course, we saw, tens of thousands of lives lost post-war due to PTSD. So, even though there's positives and it leads you to economic prosperity, you got to realize the ugly reality that exists with, of course, these forever wars. So something very, very interesting to watch there. When all else fails, they take you to war. Thank you, Gerald. Oh, not William. Thank you, C90. You're a beautiful person. I love that you knew that in chat too. I did misquote that. It was Gerald Salente, not William. I appreciate you for that. But when all else fails, they take you to war. And he covers a lot of great economics. He does fearmonger a little bit, but hey, someone good to watch once in a while there for you. Yes, and if you can notice that is happening and can relate, you can hedge into defense stocks. Yes, 100%. 100%. So let's move on here, though. Let's get back to some crypto talk here. Breaking model portfolios to start buying Bitcoin through ETFs by Q4, said BlackRock. Assets in model portfolios hit $5 trillion in 2023 and is expected to hit $11 trillion by 2028. You're not bullish enough. So this is incredibly bullish, guys. I want to see W's in chat right here. Make sure you smash that like button. Repost if you're on Twitter here. But of course, this is incredibly bullish on Bitcoin, guys. We're going to see more and more adoption. There is no world where I don't see Bitcoin breaking past 100K and absolutely going higher and higher and higher over the next 10 years. Because, again, guys, we're printing endless amount of money. There is no solution to the deficit problem we have. There's no solution to the spending problem we have. We are going to print more and more money. And when you guys look at this U.S. debt clock, it is only going to grow, okay? It is only going to grow. Guess what? This is never going to go down. It's never, we are past that. The only thing you do is grow out of this and suppress that. And we are going to probably get to $50 trillion. We'll probably surpass $75 trillion in 10 years. We are going to continue to print more and more money. And so, seeing this allocation, it only makes sense. Bitcoin is the only asset. It's the greatest, most liquid, hard asset in existence. It is better than gold. It is greater than gold. It is the greatest store of value and unit of account possibly ever created. So, yeah, I would have to agree. You are not bullish enough that there is a mass amount of adoption coming in here. So here's Bill Miller the fourth, telling CNBC Bitcoin is the new global denominator. Yeah, I 100% agree. This is exactly what it is. The greatest global denominator. Gold is not. You get 21 million Bitcoin, and that is it. Here's a minute clip.
Certainly, if more companies decide that they want to buy and never sell Bitcoin, it's going to increase the demand relative to the fixed supply. We all know that would work in favor of the prices. But what problem is solved by companies doing that? I mean, I just don't know how many companies are really going to want to place that sort of an asset on their balance sheet and have that be an aspect of their story.
Well, I think it's worth asking what their alternatives are. And the alternative is you can buy a treasury asset that whose white paper says it's going to depreciate at 2% a year at least. If you look back at the history of the Federal Reserve, they've printed approximately 6% supply growth over an incredibly long period of time. 6% supply growth, that just happens to correlate with the long-term growth rate of nominal GDP. What do you know? So here's the real deal. Bitcoin is the new global denominator for capital. So the problem it solves is you don't have all of these politicians running around trying to curry for favor and redistribute wealth and change taxes and change all sorts of things. You get what you get. You get 21 million Bitcoin and that's it. And so, we're incredibly optimistic about it over the long term as these dominoes continue to fall in favor of Bitcoin.
Certainly.
Yeah. I mean, can you guys what are your Bitcoin price predictions? I mean, we are past the conversation of, is it a scam? Is it going to go to 100K? It is going to go to 100K one day. I mean, it is the most bullish asset in the entire world right now. Bitcoin is weird. That is funny, Cameron. That is a funny tweet. Right? That's that is funny. That's a Harris joke right there. Can ADA get to $3? I don't personally believe so, but I do believe it can go to $1.50, $1.80 if you're lucky. Neil Kashkari, president of the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis, said there is an infinite amount of cash in the Federal Reserve. Yeah, of course. I mean, it is an infinite money printer. It's he who controls the cash controls the people. That is the common denominator here. So what would get worse than that? We actually just had breaking news, which I'll get to in 2 seconds. But he who controls the cash controls the people. And even worse than that is, if they want to take your guns away, and this just came out 42 minutes ago from, of course, VP Harris. If Congress doesn't act, they want to she wants to establish a mandatory. Guy, am I crazy on this? Does anybody know history? Have you read the Changing World Order? Have you seen what happens when you print endless amount of money? If you print endless amount of money, it breaks your economy. It collapses the empire, okay? When you take away guns and confiscate guns, it leads to dictator. This is a totalitarian. She is a totalitarian dictator. That is what Harris is. How do people not see through this, right? Instead they go, oh, Trump Project 2025. Scroll down a few. Guess what, guys? Guess what? The head of the Harris Foundation just stepped down today. The ones behind, the leader of the Heritage Foundation, the one behind Project 2025, which Trump has no connection to, is just stepped down today on top of this. Like, it is insane just to see what's happening in our own nation today. And it is very, very scary. I think we're getting closer and closer to a civil war than ever. I mean, we were inches away from a civil war just a few weeks ago. Insane. This is why you need Bitcoin. Guys, this is a libertarian belief. This isn't MAGA. This isn't far left. This isn't communist. This isn't fascist. It is like, no, Bitcoin is freedom, and it is code that establishes that right to privacy. That is what we believe in here. Deregulation of the government and the state, the breakaway from corporations and a kleptocracy that's been integrated into our system for the last 50 years. I don't know how you guys can't get on board with that. I should be only seeing +1s in the chat right now. Bitcoin is the answer here, and we need legislation and regulation that's going to make sure that we can actually stay with those positive results. Not Gary Gensler, right? Not Gary motherfucking Gensler, who just came out today and actually reversed almost all of his policies. But exactly 11 years ago today, you had the last chance to buy Bitcoin below $100. Soon, you're going to have one last chance to buy below 100K. And I have to agree with this. Guys, it is insane. It is insane. There's going to be a day where we blow past it and never go back. What do you think about PiCoin? I've never liked it. I'm pretty sure that was that weird phone mining crypto from forever ago. I haven't seen what they've been doing recently, but I do remember them being a thing in 2021. I'm afraid we see the top in September at 82K. Very possible, Crypto Shank. I think it really matters who's elected this cycle. Does that sound greedy of me? Okay, I'm sorry that I want everybody to win, but yes, it's really gonna be determined over this election cycle. Can anyone please tell me where Bitcoin will go tomorrow? Only guesses, please. Tomorrow, maybe 63K, maybe 67. Woo! Man, I got to stop doing that here tonight. Can anyone? I just read that twice. Pi is awesome. I log in and get crypto by clicking a button daily. No complaints. Probably a psyop. Yeah, I don't understand what the utility. So is it a meme coin? Stop saying Forever Wars. It sounds G and millennial like. Please and thank you. Well, that's what they're known as. What do you want me to say? You want me to say pointless wars? Is that better for you? Pointless wars. The majority of these are pointless. I mean, imagine if I love who is talking about that at Bitcoin conference. The best example is, imagine if wars were paid for by our tax dollars. We would demand audits. We would demand wars to be done way quicker than they are. These are prolonged on purpose. Like, if you don't see that, I mean, I go pull up receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt, and I could show you war after war after war after war that, is the causation of this. So I don't know. It's not, maybe if it's millennial like, I love it. Forever Wars. That's what they're called. That's what they are. We had no reason to be in Afghanistan. We had no reason to, for the Obama administration to completely destabilize Libya and the greatest African state. We had no reason being in Syria and Iraq and most of these countries in the Middle East. We have Ukraine is another perfect example. It's been since 2014. It stopped in 2016 to 2020, but Crimea has been, sought after by Putin after, a decade of promises broken from both, Russia and America and Ukraine. Right. There's a lot of things that incite, our wars that exist today. And I'm sorry, but that's what they should be known as. 118K Bitcoin, 1.618 Fibonacci. Never missed, baby. Never missed. Justin, Russian lawmakers passed bill allowing businesses to use Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in international trade. Yes, one of your largest GDP countries on the planet are integrating Bitcoin as well here. This is why understanding what is going on in the global economy in China, including China, is important. It is a precursor to what is going to happen to the U.S. economy. Massive deflation in China right now. Massive collapse coming now in the U.S. 2-year, heading 3%. Yes, higher for longer was right in 22, 23, and 24, but now it's over. World economy is buckling and China is deflating. Bitcoin will launch, would already be over 100K with lower rates. Old macro are about to kick in. Hold on tight. So yes, guys, those rates are going to drop, and that is what everybody expects and anticipates to push Bitcoin's price to the freaking moon. And I do believe we will see those reductions moving into Q1 and Q2 of 2025 here. Which, honestly, what are your guys' Bitcoin top predictions? Is it this year? Is it next year? Is it, 2026? Let me know. Until you can transfer Pi, it's worthless. People just speculate if it will be transferable someday. Got you. Appreciate that. Josh, for anyone thoughts on Aave or Uniswap for a newbie? One's both the DeFi platforms, but Uniswap is going to be a DEX that I love. Aave is going to be for borrowing and lending and has a lot of really cool DeFi functionalities, but I hold a lot of different DEXs out there on the market. I don't hold Uniswap, but I do hold a decent amount of DEXs, and I think they'll perform decently in a bull market. Steady stacking Arrow and Swift. Beauty, dude. Beauty, man. Arrow, I'm incredibly bullish on. I'm incredibly bullish on Bitcoin's ecosystem. Did somebody say Neo? I don't think anybody said Neo in 6 years, the greats. I haven't heard of Neo in a long time. In a long time here. ETH for the win. ETH is a W. Dude, Bin Laden said he wanted to drag us into endless wars to bankrupt us. Don't forget that. War is what makes the world economy go around. Not necessarily, but also true. It's, that were you in Bitcoin Nashville? There's a lot of great conversations around these very issues. September 2025, I love that. That was a part of 9/11 pan. Never forget that, peeps. You can't put it just on him though. You can't put it. This is what's crazy. I'm gonna say this right now. This is controversial. What happened in the Middle East wasn't just because of Bin Laden. Again, we literally saw our U.S. president lie to the American. Dick Cheney. You guys remember this? You guys remember any of this? Say that there was weapons of mass destruction that never existed. So certain things may have fueled things that didn't need to happen. It's a very, very deep conversation. 150K by Feb if Trump wins. Wow. Josh, don't want to talk about ORDs. LOL. Talk about tokenomics and why it has crashed so hard, so bad. Crypto boy, again, man, I don't know where your heat's coming from, dude. OrdiSwap did a 4x. Tell me this, crypto boy. Chat, did OrdiSwap do a 4x? Did it or did it not do a 4x? Did OrdiSwap do or not? Did it or did it not do a 4x here? Homie, you need to stop being a sad boy, dude. I cannot hold your hand and make you take profits when you're... Look at that. It was up for months. It was up for months. Months and months and months and months and months, right? Months and months and months and months and months and months. You know what it's following now? I talk about OrdiSwap all the time. I still think it's a good DEX, and I think they have a good opportunity at being a Uniswap of Bitcoin. That hasn't changed. They've been updating nonstop if you go to Twitter. Months and months and months and months of upside, right? Then the Bitcoin halving happened, and the entire market has bled. The entire market. I can't do anything about that, man. I can't do anything about that. The only thing you could do is take profits the next time markets are up, right? You got to take profits. Got to take healthy profits. It is as simple as that. Let's see what else we got here. Black or white, I meant. Yikes, life is gray. He bought the top with with all the adoption. Why is the Ethereum supply going up? With all the adoption? Well, I don't even know if Ethereum supply is going up right now. I got to double check that. It is deflationary at a lot of times. And I think with the Ethereum ETFs, you might see a lot more deflation take place here. I've been great AD here. Moving on here, though, guys. One day before the FOMC decision, there's a 4.1% chance for a pivot, 95.9% chance rates stay the same. We're not expecting a rate cut tomorrow. We are expecting, though, and I will be live with the FOMC meeting. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, wherever you guys are watching in on right now. And make sure you guys tune in for that FOMC decision. It is going to be incredibly important because that is going to determine our markets, all right? It is going to determine our markets. The FOMC meeting is starting today, and it will announce its decision tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. I will be live with you guys for that and the press conference for the entire hour. Now, what I want to tell you guys about, right? Because you guys know I'm building some really, really cool tools, right? Number one, we need to see the flip. Meme coins, type 1 in chat if you feel it, right? Type 1 in chat if your portfolios are down. Type 2 if they're not. If you're in Ondo and only Ondo, you'd be up. But the reality of the situation is meme coins and altcoins and AI coins, right? They're all down right now. And we need easy monetary policy to bring back a lot of that value into these markets. And so if you guys aren't already, make sure you guys go to my Twitter and, of course, use the EVM tools or the Solana bots the next time it does come around, guys. This is going to save you a ton of money, of course, moving into the next election. What's happening? I'm being attacked right now. What's happening?
I got some alpha right now. Are you on a live? Oh, yeah, live. So alpha bit tensor. I just did about 4 hours, 5 hours research on it. Just did a video. It's going to be dropping tonight. Look into bit tensor. It is absolutely ridiculous. 21 million total supply. And it is, just look into it.
The greatest AI like on the market? Tau?
Dude, it is.
How, so chart's looking good?
It's looking it's nice and reset.
Nice and reset.
Yeah.
Wow, that thing went to, what is the market cap on that bad boy? It went to a 4.5. It's down. Yeah, it's down 50%. It's a good point. It's a good point, guys. This is the time to start really researching in dollar cost averaging. I mean, I 100% agree with what he just said right there. It's also the time, guys, as I was mentioning, make sure you guys have the right tools and systems in place when you guys do come around. If you guys haven't checked out FOMO.io, make sure you guys go do so. This is the Fear and Greed Index tool, guys. The link is in the description. It's the best Fear and Greed Index on the market. When you go to the dashboard, it's completely free to use. Free to use. And of course, why is it? Hold on, let me see this. Bearish. Ooh, 53 FOMO score today. Did it just update? It might have just updated here today. But we do have a greed fear of 50. Remember, guys, you want to buy. You want to buy in the red, right? And you want to sell in the green. And it is the easiest tool out there for the market. And of course, it is free to use. But if you want access to your favorite altcoins, yes, the data is different on all of them. And we're adding more and more altcoins each and every single day. You can go check out what is integrated. Holy smokes, guys. There is hundreds of tokens now, baby. Consistently upgrading there for you guys. 2 of the 3 last FOMCs corresponded to local lows. The last one did not, but it also coincided with a CPI. So FOMC meeting, guys, I do believe there's a lot more certainty in these markets, and we should see some positive traction to the upside after this FOMC meeting here in the next 24 hours. Justin, high cost of living has been the most important financial problem for the U.S. families for the 3rd year in a row. In 2024, a record 41% of surveyed Americans claim that the high cost of living inflation is their largest financial issues. This is up from the previous all-time highs of 35% in 2023 and 32% in 2022. According to Gallup, additionally, high cost of owning or renting a home has been the 2nd largest financial issue at 14%. To put this into perspective, even if the 2008 financial crisis, just 18% of Americans saw high cost of living as their number 1 spending problem. We need more homes. We need more homes, baby. We need more homes. That's what needs to happen here. Spending 5 hours of research to find total supply. Ooh, total supply. What is the total supply here? Bad Fox, what's up? How you doing? Bad Fox, didn't I just see you on a Twitter space last night? Weren't you the one that came up on the Cardone space last night? It's good to see you. What are you DCAing into right now? Me, I haven't honestly. I don't think I've purchased a crypto last week. I've been watching Rio, right? I've been watching Rio. I've been on the side. My bags are packed, guys. I have massively backed portfolios. I bought at below. Again, chat, how many of you were here? Type 1 in chat so you guys know what's up. Type 1 in chat if you saw me buy at the bottom. Again, we like 53,000 to 60,000 Bitcoin. We were screaming buy. Me and DZ did it on stream nonstop, right? That is what we were doing last week. But let me go to Realio. This is a project I am watching here. Not sponsored, not paid for, no integration, no whatsoever, guys. I am just starting to really look into tokenizations and private equity plays. I think they can do pretty decently. But right now, I think everybody should be buying Bitcoin. Really, you should be getting Bitcoin. Everybody should be a whole Bitcoiner. Your goal in crypto, guys, should be to be a whole Bitcoiner. I'm going to be real. Like, I'm not a Bitcoin maxi, but everybody should be like really trying to get to 1 Bitcoin. Because it doesn't matter. Even if Bitcoin goes down, right? We're looking at $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in the future. So just have like goals should be to accumulate as much Bitcoin as possible. If you don't know what the dollar cost average into when we're in downtimes, dollar cost average into Bitcoin, right? Very sad news for American families. They need Bitcoin. Yes, exactly. I agree. I love chat. Chat's real as shit. Chat is real. Chat is real here. Moving on here, map low-wage workers in the workforce by U.S. state. Want more content with the daily insights from the world's top creators? This is cool to say. So share of workers. I just had a great political debate. I really recommend you guys come on TikTok. I'm going to be starting to do those and a lot more reaction videos on the YouTube channel, guys. guys, we're not slowing down on the crypto content. People are like, oh, isn't this a crypto channel? Guys, I just do more content than a lot of people out there. I mean, I'm live all the time for you guys. So I'm going to cover both. Why? Because I want to do both. And it's very important to do this more than ever right now. And on our TikTok live stream, literally the two biggest attacks that we got were Project 2025, which doesn't exist again under Trump's administration. He's denounced it a million different times. We've worked with these politicians. We've been to these fundraisers. We've been in these groups. We know exactly what they're saying, what they're doing. But it's also simply things like, people focusing on one issue problems when it's like we need to focus on saving our economy, focus on driving down inflation, focus on, lowering the cost of your home, your rent, increasing wages, right? Wages are not keeping up with inflation. Workers are earning less than $17 an hour while of course, inflation is rising faster than ever at this point. The Raise the Wage Act of 2023 is a proposed bill to increase the federal hourly minimum wage to $17 by 2028. And of course, people think this is a great idea. But however, if you're not, if we're not producing enough energy, if we don't have a strong GDP, this just means the cost of goods and services in your houses, guys, your energy, your rent is all going to continue to rise. It's just going to make life harder for a lot more people. And I don't know how people still to this day do not see that. I mean, how many people guys, this is common sense. How many of you 10 years ago thought $100,000 was like, if you were making $100,000, you were rich, right? You were like, man, I'm set. I'm going to have a beautiful house. I can afford a family. It's going to be a great time. I can send my kids to college, right? You just wanted a 6-figure job. Now I know people that I make really good money, and I know people that make even better money than I make, and they still feel like they're living paycheck to paycheck because, just the cost of, a 25-year-old, a 26-year-old getting a car today, you're not getting an APR better than 12, 13, 14, 15, 16%, especially if you have bad credit, right? So you're paying, and then your insurances are through the roof. You're paying $300 for car insurance. You're paying $600 to $700 for your car payments. You're paying $2,000 to $3,000 for rent. Your money goes very, very quickly in these markets right now. So just unfortunate to watch here. It's why you definitely need to, of course, buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin. It is the answer. I'm going to rotate my profits as run into Bitcoin heavily. Next run. Yes, Rich. Yes, Rich. Everybody should be buying Bitcoin. I'm against anybody that says they shouldn't be buying Bitcoin. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi at all. I fundamentally disagree with every Bitcoin maxi out there. There's so much value to smart contracts and these other systems, whether it's not in the US because you don't see it because you're already a rich billionaire. That doesn't matter. It's the second and third world countries that are utilizing things like even Tron. And I have so many issues with Tron, but I went to Dubai. Nobody uses Ethereum. Nobody uses Bitcoin. You know what they do use to evade their dictatorships and the totalitarian, authorities that reign over them and from a privacy perspective? They're using Tron. They're using Tron. They're building on Tron. And I know so many people internationally that got out of their situations because of altcoins, not because of Bitcoin, because of altcoins. And so I think there's an incredible amount of growth and opportunity that exists out there. But of course, guys, in any emerging asset class, these are new projects. These are new companies. These are new corporations. These are new foundations. 90% of them are going to fail, right? So you guys need to understand this. We have meme coins, right? This is a fair Duke right here, right? Duke is a beautiful meme coin. It's a 100% fair launch. I have not made it and will never make a dime off this ever. It was launched on our platform OmniSwap. You guys know this. It was launched on OmniSwap. I will never make a dime off Duke here because I want people to realize what the future of brand development should look like with meme coins. But the reality of the situation, guys, it doesn't matter if it's a meme coin. It doesn't matter if it's an AI coin. It doesn't matter if it's, Web3, FitFi, whatever it is, you should be taking profits in a bull run and getting ready for, there's going to be a bear market. There's always going to be a bear market. And you guys feel this right now on the charts. Every single chart, guys. Every single chart. Let's go to Doge, right? Let's go to Doge. Where's Doge at right now? Actually, let's go to Pepe. I like Pepe better, right? Every single chart is going to flow this way. This is because money cycles. Money flows in cycles. Pepe's actually doing pretty well. Where's Bread at? Right now? Bread down 3% today. Down now from, 20 cents, 18 cents to 13 cents. Well, meme coins have been, meme coins are honestly keeping stronger than ever. That is absolutely insane. Still, my point is to this, guys. I think we could do Wolf. Let's go to smaller ones. Here. Wolf as well went up to 2 cents. Let's go to market cap. So it's broken here. Man, I should have done meme coins. Terrible example here, guys. You should still take profits. Move into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the one and true asset, guys. That is generational wealth. It's generational wealth. It's not a fun entertainment meme that you're getting in and out of, right? It's generational wealth. That is what Bitcoin is. So just keep that in mind, guys. Obviously, guys, I'm not shitting on meme coins. I have meme coins. I love meme coins. I have a meme coin portfolio. My point is, though, just as you guys make money in these markets, your meme coins are going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 10x, right? Some meme coins are going to do 100x's. The problem is when people see a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x, they never take profits. They just hold the bag forever. So rotating your profits into Bitcoin is the most important thing possible in these cycles here. And I'm going to continue to build here. In your opinion, what do you think Bitcoin will drop to in the next bear market? It depends on, again, who's elected. But if we go to 150K Bitcoin, I don't see us breaking really too much lower than 100K. If we peak at 82K, Bitcoin can go back down to 40K. I don't necessarily know. It's impossible to predict, Rich, unfortunately. And there's so many things and so many unknowns right now. It's impossible to predict at these levels. Careful with this channel. They manipulate you to buy their coins and then dump them on you. They use you as exit liquidity. Don't trust some 26-year-old with your finance. Jonathan, I think you should take that critical thought into any single channel out here, man. All I can do is show you guys how I've made, my millions over the last 4 years. And how I've been able to become a CEO of an amazing, amazing company. I've done literally almost 1 billion views across all my channels. And I've sat down and talked with senators and politicians and regulators and presidential candidates. And I've been here. I've been doing this. I've been building, right? But it's unfortunate, Jonathan Noble, that you would just discredit so much valuable information when I know and can guarantee, guys, put 1 in chat if you've made money off crypto. Put 2 if you haven't. And it's really that simple, guys. Crypto changes life. It changes my life. I know so many people personally. I've met people so personally. I've had meetups where I've had hundreds of people that have came in and made money. But guys, the reality of the situation is this is how capitalism works. Guess what? In a stock market, you have buyers and sellers. And at the end of the day, you're not going to only have winners. It's impossible to have only winners. And so, with that, I say continue to research, continue to learn, become a sponge, watch many different channels, get as much information as possible. So that way you can make the best possible decisions for your families and yourself in this upcoming financial, revolution. That sounds cringe, but that is what this is here. Look at all those ones. Look at all those ones. Look at all those ones. So beautiful. LOL. Yeah. Don't listen to chat too. Yeah. Oh yeah. But actually, sorry guys. He's right. He's right. Yeah. Don't listen to chat. Don't listen to chat here. I did just cover order swap, guys. Literally just covered order swap out here on this market. Moving on here, though. Speaking of absolute W plays, but again, I guess you shouldn't listen to these, all the time here. RWAs now $13.2 billion worth of RWAs on chain, and of course, guys, Ondo Finance has officially partnered up with Injective Blockchain to bring USDY, a tokenized treasury instrument, to its platform. This partnership unlocks new institutional and RWA use cases for Injective, expanding the platform's reach and capabilities. Benefits USDY on Injective. The core of this partnership is the availability of USDY, a stablecoin pegged to U.S. Treasuries. More adoption from Ondo. W's in the chat. If you hold Ondo, hit that W button. I want to see all our Ondo holders out there because it is bullish. Altcoins. I want to be shaken out on the market here ahead of the most important FOMC meeting in years. Altcoins have formed a huge cup and handle pattern. Also agree. I do believe, guys, altcoins are going to have a mega rally. It is just a matter of time, not when. And this is the funniest thing. All right. I'm going to have a real ass conversation with you guys. Right. Because I'm someone that's been doing content for multiple cycles at this point. And I want you guys just to take this as advice for yourself, because I know you guys are in this market. I know a lot of you have been in this market for multiple cycles. You're going to get a lot of hate when the market's down. When the market's up, everybody wants to be your friend. You're going to have friends. You're going to have family members. You're going to have people that you're just talking to randomly in public saying, man, you're lucky you got in early, right? They're going to 181 script, and they're going to talk to you, so to speak, right? They're going to only want to talk to you about crypto. Should I get in? Should I buy at 80K? Should I buy at 75K? Should I buy at 95K? But when the times are tough, guys, this just happens time and time. This is how markets work. Markets are cyclical. It's why I cover the emotional state of these markets, right? Every time we are low, your retail wants to jump out of the market, run for the hills. And that is why exactly the title of the stream is stop, only fools will sell. If you look through history, guys, the people that sold are the only ones that look at as fools. Now, of course, guys, there's going to be a bunch of there's a bunch of micro divisions, right? There's meme coins, there's Web3 gaming, there's FitFi, there's whatever trends in emerging sectors, AI, DePIN, tokenization, right? There's gonna be a ton of trends. You need to treat it like investments. You need to have a strategy. You need to have risk management, because if you don't, the next time the markets come around at $80,000 or 85K, you're not going to be prepared, and you're just going to end up buying the top again, selling the bottom, and being mad for the rest of your life. You need to make that change now. You need to take those emotions out of these markets. You need to start researching. You need to start becoming a sponge, and you need to listen to everything. Have an open thought. Have critical thoughts behind everything you decide in these markets right now, or else you're going to lose, guys. You're going to keep losing cycle after cycle. And I see the same people that made mistakes last cycle still making the same mistakes today. You need to learn and research and understand why crypto is so important. It's really as simple as that. Go to these Bitcoin Nashville meetings. Go to, smaller events if you can't afford Bitcoin Nashville. Listen to what people are building and how this is changing the world here. Happy 9th birthday to Ethereum coming from Bitwise. How it started here, block zero, to how it's going massive adoption with, of course, all-time highs across a lot of different sectors and use case standards here. Super, super beautiful. Let's put our big kid pants on. Yes, 100%. I agree here. Own Injective. I don't own Injective anymore, but I've had it in the past. But I am a fan of Cosmos's SDK and the interoperability. Would love to see more built on top of that. Muchamus, what's up, man? Rhonda W. Does everybody heard about Duke already? Pretty much everybody here. Yeah. Like, I see some people in the chat. Most people in the chat right now are like the goats here. They understand. I mean, guys, Duke is literally, it's a meme coin, has zero utility, right? We're just building and adding value to it. We have FOMO'd, and of course we have the Telegram bots, which is already 1,000 times more than anything else. Now, some people are going to be like, well, why aren't you funding it? Why aren't you doing marketing? Why aren't you doing KOLs? Well, one, guys, we have very limited supply, and we're doing raids and we're doing community development, and I've seen so many great ideas. It just takes a community to launch and just grow with this, guys, right? You need memes. You need that creation. So the second thing is, guys, I will never sell Duke. I will never make money off Duke. In fact, all the percentage of the supply that we have is literally going back just to the community and building and developing with it. So I don't want to pay KOLs $50,000, right? This isn't meant to be a pump and dump. It's meant to be, it's 100% renounced. The contract is owned by the community. It's owned by the people. And so with that, we're building some really amazing things. We've had an amazing establishment of a base. I think it's like at a $2 million market cap right now. People are using the products. FOMO's crushing it and the Telegram's crushing it. And when meme coins come back, guys, the Duke bot will save thousands of investors, from getting scammed, from being able to set limit orders and buy orders on meme coins. So they stop losing 100% of their portfolios. That is what this will be able to provide. So a lot of people know about it, but I'm not here to just continuously push that. It's a part of a bigger narrative. It's part of the community. It's Muchamus. It's everybody in the chat here that have been absolutely crushing it and just teaching, how to be safe in crypto. That is the purpose of it. 100% fair launch, 100% liquidity locked at launch. Of course, other users added more liquidity afterwards. But of course, is to change the narrative of these celebrity and meme coins. I'm never going to make money off that, ever. I just won't. I can't. And it's now out there. It's all gone for you guys. And it was 100% fair launch. And I want, of course, celebrities and influencers to make that shift as well. So we'll see if it actually has that power here in the future. I'm so bullish on it. I'm proud of you guys. Josh, what's your thoughts on ARC block here? ARC block is something I haven't done enough research on to give you an opinion here. Don't be afraid to take profits. It's why we are here 100%. Yes, a plan to stick to it 100%. OmniSwap, baby. Yes, I am obsessed with OmniSwap. OmniSwap is a really, really awesome platform. Not having enough capital to buy the products that are clearly strong sucks. Yeah, it does. It does, Brandon. Just gotta get those bags up. For the first time since launch of the Ethereum ETF, price rallied back upwards during U.S. hours. Crucial levels are at 0.05 Bitcoin. If that breaks, it's party time. Strong first signs of the week here. Area to breakout. So first time since launch of Ethereum ETF, price rallied back upwards during U.S. hours. Interesting take here. Could be bullish. Breaking big. Solana's monthly active addresses hit new all-time high. Guys, meme coins aren't going anywhere. That is exactly what that means here. Solana 1 knocked out the SEC. Yes, the SEC, guys, this is huge. Tokens like Matic, ADA, and Sol were classified as securities. They are now not. The SEC has backed off their stances. And of course, however, they have retraced this from the court case against Binance, making it likely their stance against those projects has changed. I am really hoping this is incredibly positive for Matic, Polygon, and of course, Solana, and all of the other tokens that were integrated into these SEC's approval. So, this is exactly my stance. This is why I'm getting into politics. This is why I'm going to these fundraisers. And so, guys, you know who I was? I was with Lynn Ulbrich. I was with Ross Ulbricht's mom. At the Vivek Ramaswamy fundraiser. And these are the people I get to sit down with. It's not like I'm just out here fighting, for protesting against trans rights or pro-life or pro-choice. Like, I'm fighting for, of course, the pro-regulation and adoption of positive stances on crypto in our markets, because crypto will save the US dollar, it will save the American dream, and it will reduce every issue that we have in an economic basis from a monetary perspective, our monetary policies effortlessly. We just got to integrate it, right? So that is why I'm building these type of tools and systems out here. This is why I'm getting involved in these politics. And man, there's how many people are in this chat right now? How many people in this chat right now? Well, I'm going to save that question for later because tomorrow we have a raid in the Telegram and I want to save that announcement. But we do have some really, really cool news coming out tomorrow here in the Telegram. But breaking slot meme coin shorting platform Dumpy.fun goes live in beta. You can finally short the shit coins destined for zero. This is another interesting tool being created out here on the markets, guys. You can finally short shit coins, meme coins. This might mean a lot of other meme coins are going to actually do a little bit better. I wonder how this is going to roll. I have to actually, DGen News follows me? No freaking way, dude. Let's go. Let's go, DGen News. I didn't know they followed me. That's a W here. I can finally short the shit coins destined for zero. This actually might cause more meme coins to pump. This is, I had so many conversations in Bitcoin Nashville. Some people are like, Josh, why did you invest and help out OmniSwap? And it's like, because guys, meme coins aren't stopping. It's like asking me if I had the chance to clean up Las Vegas. A lot of the scams, like Las Vegas is a scammy place. The house always wins. It's like asking somebody that has the opportunity and chance to make it a fair system. People are still going to lose. I'm not here to argue but you have to understand that game when you're coming into this. There's buyers and sellers, right? You got to understand. Everybody going to Vegas understands that they can lose that money. But if I can make it fairer, if I can make it more transparent, if I can bring more trust to that ecosystem, that is why I'm building these tools. That's why we launched Duke, because it's 100% given to the community. That is the future that we need to bring when, especially, we now have things like this taking place. Because you know who's not going to benefit from this? It's not going to be retail. It's going to be institutions. It's going to be insiders, right? That's why we want to eliminate as much insiders and scammy sniping that exist on these markets. So really cool to see, though. Again, this just means that there's going to be more adoption in meme coins. There's going to be more money in meme coins. It just means we need more safety than ever here. So shout out to OmniSwap, guys. If you don't follow them, check them out. Not everybody has to be a meme coin lover, but it's a meme coin industry. So go check it out if you'd like. Of course, we have Duke here with FOMO. He is the ruler of FOMO.io. FOMO.io is the greatest fear and greed index on the market. And of course, I am about to finally start marketing this again. We've been having a lot of API issues because our devs have been learning. We had one back-end system issue that should be fixed again. But you guys have been super, responsive in helping us out with every single way. Once it's completely done with the APIs, you guys can see there's tons of new altcoins again, right? I will be adding liquidation charts to this site and a few new features. I want to add a couple new features to this. So it's just a one-stop shop for the most important tools and systems on the market. And it's an end product and it's just ready to run with it. And we'll add referral codes and some really, really cool to the site. But I'm very, very proud of how this is turning out. It's turning out to be very, very clean. So W's in the chat for that. It is going to be really, really fun. Tesla Model Y gets highest safety record ever. I'm guessing my team just threw this in here because I drive a Tesla Model Y. So let's go that, guys. I drive the safest car in the world. Man, that's awesome. I drive the safest car in the world. Shout out to that. W's. Moving up top, website ranks. Wow. X.com here. Now number one out there, guys. Let's move the Q&A here, guys. Move the Q&A. Always take profits. Thank you. Gold, silver, and as much crypto as you can get stuck in, baby. Nice. Very nice W. Always. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. And guys, can we be real too? Like, we're allowed to all make mistakes out here, guys. I'm 26 years old. Everybody's always I dealt with this in multiple different meetings over the week. I met with some of the smart guys. I got to meet Cameron Winklevoss and Tyler Winklevoss at a private party. It was insane. And it just, hearing their conversations, like, all these people have had past failures. You're going to fail. You continue to fail until you succeed, right? Everybody is going to call you crazy until you are successful. And then you are a genius. Mr. Beast's favorite quote, right? That is the point of crypto. It is freedom of code, freedom of speech, being able to develop in a safe environment that cares for you, that cares for the investors, right? A lot of investors are the builders. I'm an investor. I'm a builder that invests back into other investors built, what they build, right? We need a safe environment to grow in, or else it's just going to push it out of here and make it worse for everybody a part of the system. Imagine if crypto was pushed completely out of the United States. The Biden-Harris administration has been trying to do so for years. And you can't argue against that. They instated Gary Gensler. They gave Elizabeth Warren veto rights over executive branch officials. Like, they had the involvement with the CFTC. They had their involvements with FINRA. They have their involvements with the DOJ investigation. So the ones that have been suing project after project after project after project, that does not make it safe for either companies in the United States, and it doesn't make it safe for investors in the United States. And so focusing on that in this election, guys, it's why I'm becoming so passionate for it, is because I don't just want me to win. I want you to win. I want America to win. And that's, some people are going to cringe at that. They're going to be, oh, what a MAGA people. Guys, crypto is as libertarian as you get. It could be farther than for MAGA as possible. Like, Bitcoin's literally about deregulating the government. Do you guys realize this? Does anybody realize this? So, I have no idea where that political, that prejudice comes from. This is the future. This is the future, and I'm ready to be a part of it. Failure is the road to success, 100%. It's hard to deal with. It's really hard to deal with. It's why a lot of creators fall off. They can't innovate. They can't try new things. And I think we're gonna have a really good interop. I think it's gonna be a really good merge with it. My oldest daughter is older than you, Josh. Well, hey, I follow Gary Vee. It doesn't matter what age you are. Crypto has no age. Crypto has no age, Bad Fox. That's what I love about it. It has absolutely no age. You can't go to college, and there's nobody in college has 20 years of experience and a PhD in Bitcoin. It's not, you can't. It's something that everybody is self-taught, and being able to have the experience and be able to live through it and be able to build into it and be able to advocate for new regulation and fail and succeed and do all these things. It's been a really cool journey. I showered and still going. Nice, man. Trying to turn $500 into a decent October wedding ring. Should I split it into different projects? What size project should I focus on? Thanks for the help. Well, one, Brandon, you should never be spending money you cannot afford to lose in this market. So $500 is all you got for a wedding ring, brother. I would be buying a couch steamer and steaming couches and flipping them on Amazon or Facebook or, some website to get those bags up, because if you end up losing that $500 or Bitcoin goes from 66 to $50,000 with that $500 and it goes to $400, you're not going to be able to have $400 to buy on an engagement ring. So brother, I can't say put that into anything, because of course, if you can't afford to lose that, you might be only buying your woman a ring pop come October. And trust me, she's not going to say yes to a ring. Maybe she will. I'm sure she'll still love you, man. But I would seriously, Brandon, not use money. I would not use money on the wedding ring. That I would save that. I would save that and just figure out how, just do some side hobbies to get some money in that you could throw into the market. I would say buy a 99. The couch flipping, bro. If you got a truck, if you have a truck or access to a truck, couch flip. The couch flip, dude. You can make $2,000 pretty easily. Couch flipping. Like, people always, the saturate. You could do it with furniture. Like, literally go find old dressers, learn how to watch 2 YouTube videos on how to sand and paint a dresser. Go find old dressers like that people are just getting with for free, sand them down, repaint them black, add on some new knobs, flip them for $300-$400. You do that. It's going to take some work. But I've done it and it works. So if you need some capital, there you go, my man. This group is doing great things. Y'all, appreciate you, Rhonda. My point was that I'm old. You're all good. And what if 500 is free to spend? What would you choose? 500 free to spend. I mean, if you're new to the markets, like I always advocate just to stick to top altcoins. Don't go completely degenerate first. You can't go degenerate until you know crypto. If you try to start off with low caps, you're just going to lose your money. So you should start off with Solana and Ethereum and Bitcoin and Ondos, right? Things that are billion render, right? $1 billion projects. And some of those altcoins, they could still crash by 30, 40, 60%. So to say that you're not going to lose that $500 over the next few months, guys, there's so many macro involvements right now at these positions. It's like, just buy Bitcoin. If you really want to save it right now, buy Bitcoin. Start studying the markets if you're brand new. But if I had $500, I would be personally putting it into Ondo or Solana or Ethereum here. That's what I personally would be doing. Made a decision to be a crypto investor instead of a trader, and I was up 3x. Now I'm break even. I made a decision because of taxes and the rates you'll pay it for holding years in years to come. Yes, recommendations. Dennis, I mean, you have a very valid point here, bro. It's like, you just got to pay your taxes. So, like, for example, if you're up 3x, even if you paid your 25, whatever, 30% in taxes, you'd still massively be up. So people need to realize that and understand that. it just pay your taxes. It's unfortunate, but if you're up, $80,000, or if you're, it's a hard decision. It's a hard decision, brother. It's a hard decision. When I first started, I never sold. I didn't sell in 2020. I sold nothing in 2021. I watched a project called VXV go from $10,000. Literally, I'm being real to you. I watched my portfolio go from $10,000 to 120K. $10,000 to 120K. Never sold it. That 120K now is worth like 5K. So I never sold it. Now I sold it. I never sold it because of two reasons. One, I was afraid of taxes. And two, I was emotional because at the time I had a creator trying to tell everybody I was paid for by these projects. I have learned through politics, and I have learned through just creating channels, I'm never going to make everybody happy watching this channel. It's impossible. You're always going to have somebody that disagrees with you, and that is what is a free market. That is what Bitcoin stands for. It stands for freedom of speech. It stands for transparency. It stands for trust. And so, you have to understand, like, for someone that makes content like myself, all I can do is be as transparent as possible. And if somebody doesn't like what the value I have to give, well, they can go find that value elsewhere. And I don't feel any hard feelings on it, right? So I know I'm kind of ranting off on that, but yeah, it's kind of where we're at here. These guys are sellouts, bro. Only 255 watching. Real analysts like Invest Answers have 2.5K watching. Well, Swiper, I've done over 25 million views this month on TikTok. And if you include Instagram, we're well over probably 30 million views. So I probably do more views than all of them combined. The difference is I am coming in as CEO to a new company whose predecessor was misallocating customer funds and completely ruining not only the company, but his relationships. He cheated on his wife. He left his kids. He ruined the reputation and the brand of the organization that I became a part of. And I've been here helping every step of the way, keep the friends and families that are a part of this network to establish and continue on with their livelihoods. I worry more about their friends. I don't give a fuck about 255 viewers if that means these 255 viewers are the most amazing people on this planet, which they are. Our community is great. We are rebuilding. Numbers are up better than ever. They bottomed out in January, and they are up month over month. And of course, while markets pull back, guys, views will drop. They go up and down. But the reality of the situation is this channel is better than it has ever been. It is more valuable than it has ever been. And it's going to dominate more than it ever has. And I am very excited to be a part of that. Who cares if they like you as long as they watch? Me, I do. But guys, that's really what I have for you guys today. I know that guy probably is really that was a good response. I love you guys. I love you guys. Oh, what a good comeback there, guys. I would never ever watch with the prior staff member. No, 100%. I agree, guys. I agree. But we're going to rebuild. We're going to continue to do so. And when everybody comes back to the top of these markets, we are going to be ready more than ever. We're going to have the smartest, most educated channel out of any channel out there. So I'm excited, guys. Yesterday was actually one of our greatest live streams at night. We had over 600 lively viewers on a night live stream. Again, these afternoon live streams are pretty new. And we just took last week off essentially because of Bitcoin Nashville. So good times to be here. Good time to be here. Bailey Smith, Jace, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Sufficient. Appreciate you guys. Again, last but not least, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys use, of course, well, there's two things. There's two things for everybody watching right now. We have 1,600 people watching between Twitter and, of course, YouTube here. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys use code DC10 or JJ10 if you'd like to get your 10% discount code off your Arculus wallet today. And if you haven't already, guys, sign up for CoinW, all right? If you guys join my Telegram link right here, okay? If you join the Telegram link, you guys are going to get access to the Joshua Jake chat here. And if you guys do want to learn how to trade, I have partnered with CoinW, okay? Because I cannot work. I already work 24 hours a day practically. I'm giving secret updates in this chat. Secret, and look at this. Look at this photo, guys. Name one other crypto influencer out there that has taken a photo with, of course, Senator Blackburn, has Vivek Ramaswamy band. I got to talk to them for a few moments. It was an absolutely awesome time. And then went backstage and talked to Cynthia Lummis about the future of our markets, the strategic reserve, before she announced it. She dropped massive alpha for with us. It was a great time at this convention. It was a very private brunch. It was just a brunch event for the political fundraiser. But if you guys want to get in here, I dropped exclusive content. And of course, I'm going to be bringing more content to you guys now that I'm back from Bitcoin Nashville. I just got to get caught up with everything. But the traders in here are amazing. They post all of their swing trades. They post all of their scalp trades, their spot trades, and they have live trading call outs here with everybody in the chat. I got to meet them out in Bitcoin Nashville. They came out here, super cool guys. And they are some of the best traders you'll ever meet. So if you actually want to learn how to do that, guys, this is completely for free. I will never charge you. We will never charge you to learn how to trade in this Telegram. All you guys got to do, of course, is just join the Telegram. It will make you sign up for CoinW, and you'll get access to the new Telegram, guys. So go check that out, and I can actually put that for you guys. I'll make you follow me on Twitter first, but I'll put it in here for you guys right there. Yeah, it is completely free for you guys. It's completely free. All you got to do is sign up for CoinW. But if you sign up for CoinW, which is completely free to do, and I actually think you get like $15 or something when you first sign up. Don't quote me on that. I did like a whole airdrop thing and everything. But it is free to be in that Telegram completely. They live trade on CoinW. So you have to have an account so you can trade and follow along with them. That is literally it. That is literally it. So guys, that is what I have for you. LO, definitely not Ethereum. Go get some Duke, baby. Free. Yes, free. And Baja Blast as windshield. What is happening with the chat here, guys? Thank you for watching today, guys. We will see you very, very soon tomorrow morning. And of course, guys, on TikTok later tonight with the latest uploads. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.